The phrase grey rock is credited to blogger Skylar. In 2009, she left her abusive partner of 25 years. While in a sushi bar, she met a stranger who explained narcissism to her and said that she needed to ignore the insults and other actions to create drama. After a conversation with a stranger, Skylar went to the beach to think. While watching people on the beach, she noticed that some were talkative and energetic, while others were bland and boring. She then noticed grey rocks in the beach, and the analogy materialized. She needed to be as boring as a grey rock. In 2012, she wrote an article called The Grey Rock Method of Dealing with Psychopaths. The Grey Rock Method in a nutshell. Grey rock is a tactic to deal with ongoing abuse without absorbing it. You step back and observe the narcissist, almost like a laboratory technician studying an animal. You observe a narcissist's actions without taking it personally. When needed, you give short, unemotional responses. You also give no attention or interest to the narcissist when they try to provoke you with triangulation or gaslighting. In essence, you become a person who seems not to care what the narcissist says or does. You can compare it to the actions of an adult who ignores the child's tantrums or pleas in a shopping mall to get the parent to buy them something. Eventually, the child will just stop. In this way, many do not realize grey rock is actually part of everyday life. You may already be ignoring someone at work who likes to make degrading comments or even unwanted advances. Or you may already be ignoring an aunt's snarky comments about your job or clothes. When you become so boring that the narcissist cannot get drama from you, they often leave you alone. What grey rock is not. There are few misperceptions about grey rock. Some believe that it is you shrinking down into a shell and just letting abuse flood over you while you do nothing. That is not grey rock. That is cowering and giving up. With grey rock, you stand tall, but detach yourself emotionally from the events. You observe, but you do not respond or absorb the abuse. However, you do respond with as minimum words as possible when needed to stop the narcissist from feeling abandoned or ignored, which may cause anger and physical abuse. Following are a few things that grey rock is not and should not be used for. Grey rock is not a way to punish the narcissist. It is not a way to control or manipulate the narcissist to get them to change. It is not a long-term strategy. It is not cowering down and absorbing the abuse. You detach emotionally from the abuse. Grey rock is not silent treatment. You do still respond, but may only give a yes, no, okay, or that's interesting if warranted. Why use grey rock? Grey rock is less provoking than defending yourself or just remaining silent. The narcissist is driven by a need for attention and drama. When you defend yourself or get into a screaming match, you give the narcissist what he or she wants, drama. If you get emotional because they did something or does not want to listen to you, you give them narcissistic supply. As they cannot control their own emotions, it makes them feel powerful when they have control over yours. Making a person angry and losing control is harder to do than making a person happy. Thus they get a high from making you angry and lose emotional control. When you go silent, a narcissist may feel that you are ignoring him or her and may become violent. Or they will keep on going until they get a response. When you right in the beginning of a situation respond without emotion and with little words, you did respond, yet they did not get the drama they sought. It is safer than ignoring the narcissist, which makes them feel unimportant. This can trigger their abandonment fears and they may react violently. As you do not ignore them, yet give no emotions or fall into their drama traps, they often do not know what to do and let things be or leave you alone. The method is not ideal. The abuse is not stopped and you do not know exactly what will happen. However, it normally causes less violence than standing your ground or flat out ignoring the narcissist. Grey Rock is one of the safest methods to help you heal while you are still with a narcissist or need to remain in contact with a narcissist. Grey Rock gives you some time to get your thoughts and priorities in order and decide on an action you are going to take when you are in an abusive relationship. When to use Grey Rock. In most instances, Grey Rock should actually be a last resort. Going no contact should always be your first option. Granted that going no contact may be very difficult, but it should not be excluded just because it is difficult. Instead of saying, I have no money, I cannot leave a narcissist, ask yourself what you can do to allow yourself to leave. Make a plan to leave and then use Grey Rock to give yourself time to set your plan in motion. Following are a few situations when Grey Rock may be an option. On a first or second date, when you realize your date is narcissistic or creepy and you want to get the person to lose interest in you. To deal with a coworker who pesters you when you do not want to leave your job, and reporting the person will have undesired consequences. Dealing with an abusive family member you only see occasionally and who you do not for any reason want to totally cut out of your life. Dealing with a narcissistic partner when you are co-parenting. During court proceedings when you fight for custody of your children or when you are settling divorce proceedings. When dealing with a narcissistic partner or roommate while you make plans to leave or get them to leave. Why does Grey Rock work? Narcissists love attention, drama, and chaos. They learn over time what pushes your buttons. It could be a certain action they do, such as leave their clothes on the bathroom floor, making a mess when they just make coffee or sandwich, or by calling you names, or more. It does not matter to them what they do or say, as long as they get a reaction from you. When you stop responding, you remove the drama they crave. They feel powerful when they get you to respond emotionally. When you do not respond, they feel powerless. As narcissists are lazy and easily bored, they do not like to waste energy on something that does not work. They need constant stimulation to suppress the boredom as well as the negative thoughts they have. The boredom they experience is oppressive boredom or listlessness and cannot be taken away with a hobby or reading a book. Drama is how they handle their boredom. They do not like to waste energy on someone who does not give them the drama and attention or narcissistic supply that they crave. Thus, they will often look elsewhere for supply. They don't care how you react, but a negative outburst from you provides more entertainment and narcissistic supply than a positive response. Even if they are not bored, narcissists are drama addicts and constantly need to assure themselves that their supply is still available when they need it. Thus, they will often cause drama just for the sake of testing that they still have the ability and power to control your emotions. It is like a person who constantly checks their wallet or piggy bank if the money they are saving for an upcoming purchase is still there. They don't need the money at the moment, but they just want to make sure it's still there for when they need it. As with any addiction, the more they get their supply, the more they get used to it. Our brains are actually wired to get used to anything that is stable or readily available in our life. This is how we can adjust to any situation. Think of it of someone getting used to a morning cup of coffee. Soon you need 2 and then 3 cups just to keep you going. This is the same with a narcissist. Soon they need more drama to get the same level of excitement and stimulus from you. It normally starts with an unkind comment or joke here and there, and then it goes to accusations and possibly physical abuse. When you change your responses to the actions and words of a narcissist, you reset everything. Every button they knew to press to get you to respond and give them drama suddenly does not work. They will try new buttons and push some harder than others, but when you keep strong and do not respond, it leaves them powerless. This changes their behavior in the short term. They often storm out to go and pester a secondary source just to get attention. If you are lucky, they may just leave you for good. This happens when they see you as no longer a worthy narcissistic supply. How can Grey Rock help you? There are a number of different benefits to using Grey Rock. Following are some of them. Grey Rock can lessen the abuse to give you time and mental clarity to plan an escape. It can help you set boundaries again of what actions and words you allow and what not. It can help you not absorb the abuse, but detach from it, which will lessen the emotional damage it does. Grey Rock can help keep situations from escalating. It can help you not make mistakes by reacting emotionally, such as saying or texting things that can later be used against you in court. It can help you remain calm in court or when the police show up. This will greatly enhance your standing as an emotionally stable and trustworthy witness. It can help you gain or keep custody of your children by allowing you to appear more stable in the eyes of the court, as well as help you appear to be more interested in the well-being of your children than getting even with your partner in court. Grey Rock can help you stay focused at work and not on what others are saying or thinking about you. It can help you see the patterns of a narcissist and stay clear of their traps to manipulate or implicate you. It can cause the narcissist to leave you or break up with you. They often will fight less during a divorce. It can help protect the things you love. By not responding to the probes or accusations towards things you love, they may leave it alone. You can also give them false leads by responding to things that you do not care about. They will then keep doing those actions or saying those things that does not bother you. Grey Rock will help lower your stress levels, which will help you to heal faster. It will help you predict the narcissist's actions by noting their patterns of behaviors and how they try to get to you. Grey Rock will help you cut emotional ties with a narcissist, which will help you prepare for breaking free from them. It is not easy leaving someone you love. Grey Rock will help you ease the pain of letting them go. How to apply Grey Rock. Grey Rock is a change in your behavior, which should be done slowly over time. There may be times when you get it wrong, but if used consistently, you may put emotional, physical, and mental distance between you and the narcissist. Grey Rock is simple, but by no means easy. You will often have to fight your urge to respond, and you may be crying inside from the hideous things they say and do, but you will need to stay strong. Warning: never ever tell the narcissist what you are doing. Never threaten them with Grey Rock. Do not try to use Grey Rock as a punishment on the narcissist. Following are some tips and techniques to applying Grey Rock. Do not respond to baits to be suckered into drama. Do not look them in the eyes. The narcissist stare can be very intimidating. Do not show emotions to any actions or allegations or insults. Do not give any personal information. Do not justify your actions or comments or lack of emotion. It is their way to make you stop through guilt. If they give you a positive attention or remark, reply with a thank you only. Do not ask questions unless absolutely necessary. Do not commit to anything they request or admit to any accusations. Give only facts or short answers. Do not discuss the past or accept any blame. Be careful of slipping into dissociation or alienation. Do still interact with other people normally. Excuse yourself from a narcissist's presence as soon as possible. Yes, no, I don't know, that's interesting are the best answers. Do not appear flashy or successful in their presence. Wear no makeup and boring clothes. Do not discuss them to anyone you do not trust. The sooner in the relationship you do grey rock, the more successful it is. Play with your phone or even clean your fingernails when they talk to you. If they go off on a rant, wait until they stop and then ask them to repeat what they said as you were thinking about something else more important, such as washing your car. If they interrupt you, do not try to talk them dead or argue over them or say that it's your turn. Just wait until they stop. Then continue discussing your point. You may say, as I was saying, or to bring things back to what I was saying. Remember, go slow. Do not go stone cold immediately on them. They will notice and retaliate. Essentially, you become as dull, boring, and unremarkable as a grey rock to the narcissist. You are present, but you do not respond to any attempts at baiting, as well as respond unenthusiastically to anything the narcissist may say or do. You may even stay silent for a while, then turn to the narcissist and ask if they said something, as you were deep in thought and did not hear them. How a narcissist may respond. Narcissists need other people to regulate their emotions, and they resent the fact. They love arguments, conflict, and people showing their vulnerabilities. When you stop responding emotionally and at times physically to the narcissist, they become agitated. Their intense boredom pushes up in them and creates uncomfortable feelings. Fear that they have lost control of you may also arise. It is impossible to predict exactly how a narcissist may respond. The best is to expect the worst from the narcissist. The more subtle you apply grey rock over time, the less likely they are to respond violently. Following are a few examples of what may happen. The narcissist may spin around and leave the room or even the apartment. The narcissist may try to bait you by calling you horrible names or making horrible accusations, even blaming you for ridiculous things, anything to get you to respond emotionally and cause drama. They may break stuff, often yours, especially things you love or use a lot. They may physically attack you, such as spit on you, slap you, throw things into you, and even worse. They may take out their anger on your kids. This may be done in front of you to get you to respond, or it can be done behind your back. Expect them to blame you for them harming your kids because you refuse to give them attention. They may compare you to others and degrade you in an effort to get you to stop grey rock. They may openly sleep around and flaunt it in your face. Expect them to blame you for them sleeping around because you are not good enough or not giving them attention, or as punishment for you not responding to their requests. Expect them to yell and scream and accuse you of ignoring them even if you did answer. They even may hold you hostage until you respond in the manner that they want you to. Expect them to sabotage your car, job, relationships with anyone you have, including your family. They will smear your name and tell lies about you, both to your family and work colleagues if they can get a hold of them. Expect them to send flying monkeys and lieutenants to you to try and find out what is going on, what are you planning, and what do you know about the narcissist. It is very important that you do not talk to mutual friends as well as strangers who just happen to have the same experience as you and want you to open up about your relationship with your narcissist. Expect them to try and get you fired or even arrested. They may plant drugs or alcohol in your car, boot, or bags. Another common tactic is to plant a few loose rounds of ammunition in your car, boot, luggage, or handbag when you go over borders or fly internationally. The abuse may increase to insane levels. Even narcissists who never were physical may become physically violent. Grey rock is a very unsettling experience to a narcissist, and they will try to make it stop at any cost. Be prepared that they may leave you in the most horrid way they can possibly. They may break up with you on a trip and leave you without your passport, phone, or wallet. If they find out what you're doing, they will often not relent but see it as a challenge to break you. Never admit to what you're doing or tell them that you might do it. Do not ever tell friends or family what you are doing, especially children. Narcissists have a way to get information from children. Your self-esteem, character, choices, words, actions, family, job, friends, and anything you love will be attacked. This is often done in public while they're throwing a tantrum. Most of the time it's very embarrassing, but it can become very scary. They may harm or kill your pets, but more often they accidentally let your pets escape by leaving bird cages or doors or gates open. Go all nice on you and treat you wonderfully. You will be given a golden period again with no abuse and presents and nice words, all just to try and get you back under their control again. Expect them to lie and promise you wonderful things. They may even surprise you with doing things or buying you things that they have promised to do for a while. They may even take you on an expensive holiday, which is either paid for by your credit card or money they borrowed from you, or they dump you while on the holiday. Often, they clean out your bank accounts, sell some of your stuff, rack up massive amounts of debt on your card, and then just leave you. May threaten to or actually harm themselves in a way to get attention or to punish you. The longer you've been in a relationship with a narcissist and the more committed it is, such as being married or having children together, the less likely the narcissist is to leave you. The more the narcissist relies on you to support them, and the more they view their image in the community or your family, the less likely they are to leave you. In these cases, Grey rock is just to get your head a bit clearer so you can make a plan to leave the narcissist. Negative effects of grey rock on you. Although grey rock has its place as a temporary tactic in certain situations, it has some drawbacks and negative effects you need to be aware of. Grey rock is in essence a manipulation tactic to try and manipulate the narcissist by changing your behavior. It is technically the same the narcissist does by changing his or her behavior to try and manipulate you. Following are a few of the negative effects you may experience. Grey rock does not stop the narcissist from abusing you. It may cause the narcissist to increase the abuse. You may get physically harmed or even killed. It may give you false hope when they go nice, causing you to stay longer in an abusive relationship. It does not address the underlying problem, the narcissist, and why you were attracted to the narcissist in the first place. It may give you false hope that you can change the narcissist. Your children, pets, and friends will often become targets for the narcissist. When done over a long term, such as a few years, it can cause you to become disconnected with your emotions. It may cause you to feel no more joy or hide your joy so that the narcissist does not take the things you love from you. You may become depressed and have no will to do anything. You may start to procrastinate and have no will to do your job. You may neglect your job and even lose it, or fail in your studies. You may neglect yourself in an effort to become boring. This can cause serious effects on your self-esteem, self-worth, and confidence. Grey rock does not stop the mental damage and abuse of gaslighting, blame shifting, invalidation, and humiliation. Grey rock may hamper your healing or prolong it if you stay in contact. Grey rock can spill over to your friends, family, and co-workers. You may treat everyone coldly without knowing it. This can put strain on other relationships and even cause them to fail. Grey rock suppresses your need for love, attention, empathy, and sex, as well as your desire to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. This may affect your self-worth as well as confidence in yourself, especially if done over a long period. If you do have childhood trauma where you were not allowed to express yourself, then grey rock may cause flashbacks. Victims of narcissistic parents who are codependent often suffer from CPTSD, and grey rock may trigger multiple flashbacks. This may hamper your healing or even the ability to escape the narcissist. It is always better to just cut and run and go no contact if you can. Not responding to some actions of a narcissist may give them the green light to continue doing it, such as spending your money, damaging your stuff, physically attacking you or your children, and so on. At a point, you have to take action. While doing grey rock, you're still giving the narcissist some supply, just less. It is impossible to control your facial expressions perfectly as well as your body movements. Even if you do not respond verbally, they can still see that they are getting to you. Misperceptions of grey rock. Following are a number of misperceptions people often have about grey rock. Grey rock is not punishment. You cannot use it to get even with a narcissist or to punish them. As you still have contact with them, they still have the opportunity to hurt you. Grey rock will not change the narcissist. They may act as if they change or promise you the world, but it's just to stop you from doing grey rock. Grey rock will not cause you to deny the abuse done to you. You see it and observe it from an emotional, distant place, but you do not forget or absorb it. It is like seeing an animal going crazy in a cage while you are a research scientist. You will not understand the narcissist. You will just be able to note patterns of behavior and be able to respond to actions with logic instead of emotions. Trying to understand what the narcissist is thinking is not part of grey rock. You cannot control the narcissist with grey rock. Either they will leave you, or over time they will step up their abuse to such a level that you will give up or become so emotionally damaged that you may not be able to leave them. There are never any safe topics to talk about with a narcissist. Any interaction is an opportunity to them to gaslight, invalidate, humiliate, accuse, or insult you. Any information you do give can be turned against you, even if you think it is a safe topic, such as mentioning what your favorite shirt is. It may cause it to disappear. The ice cream you love, they may go and eat it. Tell them you expect an important letter and will go and wait until it arrives and then hide it. There are no safe topics to discuss with a narcissist. Grey rock does not guarantee that they will leave you. A narcissist who is gaining from you and have no reason to leave will not let a good deal go just because you stopped responding. Grey rock version number 2. Grey rock can extend further than just not responding to the narcissist, especially if you are not married to the narcissist or it is a stalker. The narcissist often wants to bask in your limelight, but they also love to see the expression on your face when they take things away from you that you love. This is especially true for the vindictive or sadistic narcissist who wants to destroy anything you enjoy or love. If you have a narcissist that just does not want to leave you alone, you need to remove the things that attracts you to them. Following are some of the things you can do. Hide or sell your fancy car and get it clunker. Act as if you've lost all your money through a bad investment. You can get a friend to call you and act if it's your investor. Just ask if there's nothing you can do and then respond with, "So I've lost all my money?" Do not discuss it with a narcissist. If they ask you, just say that you made a bad investment and lost everything. With a very clingy narcissist, you may even need to sell your fancy house or act as if you did and rent a rundown apartment. Let the gold digger believe you are broke. When you go out, dress in old clothes and do not do your hair, shave or wear makeup for women. You may even want to forego wearing perfume. Whatever gets them riled up, such as leaving clothes on the floor or not washing the dishes, do it. Become totally disinterested to go out or do anything with them. Even when they come over, just say you're tired and want to sleep. Stop responding to most of the ways they contact you, or take a long time to respond back, such as text messages, emails, and calls. What you ideally want to do is channel everything through either email or text messages where you have a record and don't have to respond to them in person. Very hard to find for the narcissist. If they do come to your house, just act if you are not there, or do not open the door and later claim you were asleep or that you were listening to music with headphones on. Tips for implementing Grey Rock. Following a few tips when implementing Grey Rock. Some may have been mentioned before, but they are worth repeating. Grey Rock is not a long-term solution. It is a short and medium-term solution. Take it slow. It is a marathon, not a sprint. You do not want to let the narcissist catch on to what you are doing. Never ever tell anyone what you are doing, even your kids. What is not said cannot come out. Expect the worst, then times it with 10 for the narcissist. It is a very unsettling experience for them. Always have an end goal with Grey Rock. Keep a small Grey Rock in your pocket or where you can see it. It will help you stay focused. If a narcissist goes off onto you, squeeze the Grey Rock in your pocket to help you remember to stay emotionless and give you strength. If you slip up and respond, let it be. You can even during an argument stop responding. Accept that it will happen. It is normal. Just keep going with Grey Rock. Keep your nose clean. Don't let the narcissist convince you to do anything dodgy or illegal, no matter how small. It will be a trap. Do not partake in any gossip with them. They often record you. Never ever partake in any make-believe or fantasy planning of any criminal activity. They can record you, then do the act, then give a warning to the police. You may be charged as an accessory or even with intent to do criminal behavior if the act was not done, especially if it entails blowing things up, killing or kidnapping people. Narcissists feel powerful by being the one who brought you to your knees. Sadistic narcissists do not care about going to jail themselves. Some even believe that they will not be found guilty. But as long as you are ruined, they don't care about going to jail. Do not fall for ploys to get you to meet up somewhere, accept any calls, or respond back on text messages when you have a protection or restraining order in place. If you break the order or there's a video of you meeting them somewhere, the order is automatically nullified. They can then come to your house and assault you and will not have overstepped the protection order. Report all cases to the police when they break the protection order without you responding to the narcissist. Do not fall for ploys of them going to harm themselves to get you to come over to their place or allow them to come into your place. If it's not to get you to respond, it may actually be to get you to be jailed. They will often record you while you frantically try to get into their place while you think that they are going to harm or kill themselves. Then suddenly the police show up and the narcissist shows the police a videotape without any sound of you frantically trying to break into their place. They will then claim that you wanted to hurt them. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. To learn more about the different types of narcissists, follow the link in the description for my book, 21 Types of Narcissists. The need for revenge and anger towards a narcissist is still burning deeply inside of you, or you want tips for recovering after narcissistic abuse, follow a link in the description for my book, Shine Again.